Welcome to Millionaire Mindset, where we give you ways and advice to achieve financial freedom. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. So how do entrepreneurs, leaders, elite, athletes, and performers use their daily hours to move forward? In this video, we'll talk about the daily routines of some of the most successful people, from Jeff Bezos to Oprah Winfrey, and show you how they run things. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Number 1. Jeff Bezos. Quite surprisingly, Jeff is one of the few entrepreneurs who doesn't rush his mornings as he doesn't use alarm clocks. He takes time to read the news, eats breakfast with his kids, and even does the dishes. He calls this time of the day puttering. He sees the main focus of his work as making important decisions. His most productive hours are between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. He believes that his brain power reaches its peak at around 10 o'clock. That's why he sets his first and most important meeting at this time. He reserves that slot for the meeting that will require the most brain power. He famously said he likes to do his high IQ meetings and mentally challenging activities before lunch. Number 2. Beyonce. Beyonce is known for her intense focus on detail. She's working hard to get things right until she's delighted. Unlike Bezos, she gets up at 6 a.m. every day, including Sunday. She mentioned that she makes a point of getting up earlier than necessary to have time alone with her thoughts. She spends the extra time setting goals. Her serious work is usually set around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Friends and family know her for being a workaholic. She also has minute attention to detail and likes to take as long as needed to get something right. Her childhood friend and Destiny's Child co-star, Kelly Rowland, said that Queen Bee would stay up until 4 a.m. the night before concerts to perfect routines. And her younger sister, Solange, remembers that she would stay up late into the night just to perfect a single line of a song. Number 3. Warren Buffett. With a current net worth of around $85 billion, Warren Buffett became the most famous name in the field of investing. He got his nickname, the Oracle of Omaha, due to his uncanny ability to predict what way the markets are going. And he probably got this skill by reading, as he spends most of his time doing this activity. He estimates that around 80% of his time at the office is all about reading journals, financial statements, business reports, newspapers, and books. He famously answered a question why he became so successful by holding up a stack of paper, saying, "Read 500 pages like this every day. That's how knowledge works. It builds up the compound interest. All of you can do it, but I guarantee not many of you will do it." Number 4. Dwayne Johnson. Everything The Rock does is significant. From wrestling to movies, he can definitely smell where money is coming from, as he can easily earn more than $20 million per movie. Aside from cinema, he also is in the tequila business, clothing business, and has recently released a rap song. With all these ventures, does he even have the time to do anything else with all of these ventures? Well, The Rock can undoubtedly do anything he wants. First, he doesn't have a fixed time to get up unless he's got a hectic day ahead. It's important to him to get up early enough to have that part of the day all to himself. He sees to it that he gets up before sunrise, as that's when he has for himself and the house is still quiet. Having time for himself and doing workouts as his two anchors in life. Once he got those spaces covered, he can achieve anything. He could put in the long hours. As The Rock said, "Success isn't always about greatness. It's about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to success." Number 5. Angela Merkel. For 10 consecutive years, Angela Merkel has been Forbes' most powerful women in the world. In 2005, she became Germany's first female chancellor and leader of the world's 4th largest economy. She's also considered the unofficial leader of Europe. From what we know about Angela Merkel's routine, we can see that despite her hectic working schedule, she makes a point of starting her morning on an unrushed note. something that's sure to set her up for the rest of the day. She also sets aside time to exercise, cook, and even garden, and keep long-standing rituals like going to the sauna on Thursday mornings. While she sets lofty goals and makes vital decisions for Germany, she's also keen on staying in touch with the people she represents. We can see this in her biking to work, shopping at the supermarket, and living in a regular apartment. She said that she never underestimated herself. There's nothing wrong with being ambitious. Always be more than you appear, and never appear to be more than you are. Number 6. Elon Musk. Another figure known to do lots of things is Elon Musk. Some considered him an entrepreneur, engineer, inventor, or investor. Specifically, he's the CEO of Tesla, the founder of SpaceX, The Boring Company, Solar City, and Neuralink. But despite all of these, he surprisingly wakes up around 7 a.m. every day. Another thing about Musk is he never misses a morning shower. He might skip breakfast sometimes, but a shower is a must. It is because his best ideas come when he's in the shower. He's famous for scheduling everything in minute detail and having a detailed plan for the day in 5-minute slots. He calls this method batching. Number 7. Sundar Pichai. For those unfamiliar, Pichai Sundararajan, or Sundar Pichai, is the current CEO of Alphabet Incorporated. Google founder Larry Page appointed him to the role in 2015. Sundar claims he's never been a morning person, but he wakes up early, usually between 6:30 and 7 o'clock. At this time, he reads either a book or a newspaper. That's surprising if you consider that he could easily get the news from Google. But nope, Sundar prefers an old-fashioned print newspaper every morning. Sundar stresses it's important to keep things in perspective, whatever the day might bring. He told a group of Indian students to loosen up and make time for fun. He said, "It's a long road. Setbacks actually don't matter." Number 8. Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is known as a motivational speaker. His routine is easily verifiable because he's written extensively about them and gone into detail about how they help him achieve his goals. He said that habits put our brain on autopilot, freeing up our concentration for bigger things, and that they are the rhythm of our daily lives, the backdrop to everything else we do. Tony starts a day with a dip in a cold pool or tub or even a snow-covered river when there happens to be one nearby. But the essential part of Robinson's morning routine is taking 10 minutes to do a breathing ritual. This part is where he thinks about the good things that happened to him. Finally, he prays. These activities all take about 10 minutes. As Tony says, if you don't have 10 minutes to yourself, you don't have a life. Number 9. Cristiano Ronaldo. Unlike Robbins, there is little information about Ronaldo's morning routines. Although we know he gets up very early and has breakfast, often ham and cheese or low-fat yogurt. He's always the first player on the squad to be in training. His former teammate told one famous anecdote about Cristiano. "If we were training at 9 in the morning, you would get there at 8 and he'd be there. If you got there at 7:30, he was there. I said to myself, how do you catch this guy out? So, I got there one day at 6:30 and he was there. He was half asleep, but he was there." Like many top-level athletes constantly pushing their bodies, getting enough sleep is vital for Ronaldo. He gets 8 hours of sleep a night, as well as several naps during the day, sometimes as many as 5. Number 10. Oprah Winfrey. For our last one, we have Oprah Winfrey. One thing that can be said about her routine is balancing work and self-care. Unlike many CEOs and billionaires, she puts in fewer hours of work. It's hard to believe that she's managed to have such a relaxed time throughout her career. Oprah gets up early as well, between 6 and 7 a.m. She doesn't use an alarm clock like Bezos, but her alternative is more natural and lively. Her 5 dogs. She famously said that the big secret in life is that there's no big secret. you can achieve whatever your goals are if you're just willing to work. That's our video for today. We hope you liked that one. We love to hear about your daily routine, so put it in the comment section below. Join us again next time here in Millionaire Mindset for another round of tips in achieving your financial freedom. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.